down my February monthly project life. So as you may recall, I am using a 9x12 album. Album and page protectors are from Ali Edwards' shop. I'll link to that in the video description below. And so just recapping a little bit, this is what I've done for January. So I had a title page with some photos of my family from last year. This is a mix of products from different Ali kits. January was a mixed 4x6 and 3x4 page because I had the back of my title page. A full 9x12, two full 9x12 inserts with just giant photos that I loved. And then ending that January spread with 3x3 pockets. And so what I have done already for February is I have already picked out my photos. You've got them here. So I've selected my photos that tell the stories I want to tell from the month, and I have them all printed in various sizes, 3x3, 3x4, 4x6, 9x12. And what I did is I went through, I'm using GoodNotes on my iPad. Let me make sure you guys can see this. Yeah. So I'm using an app called GoodNotes, which is a notebook, a digital notebook. And so what I've just done here is sketched out my layouts for my February project life, with little notes about which pictures go where I'm doing journaling. This is going to be a 6x12 insert. So what I'm going to end up with is another sort of 3-page spread, 4, I guess, if you count front and back, that starts out with the 3x3 pockets, a 6x12 insert, and then a full-size 9x12 to end it, to wrap it up for the month. So I'm just following this sketch. And then what I've also done is gone through some of the cards from the Stories by the February 2020 Stories by the Month kit is what I'm using. So you may also remember from my January video, which is linked below, that I am aiming to try to use mostly the Ali Edwards Stories by the Month kits for my monthly project life. That just seems appropriate since it's sort of a monthly subscription. It's not thematic other than things that happen in that month. So, February's got a lot of love and hearts, Valentine's-y kind of things. We're not big Valentine's people in our family, but those same things still apply. So what I did is I went through and I picked out some things that I want to use, and I already put them into pockets. So I've got the February Memories card, 3x4 card. I'm going to cut down to 3x3. I also really love this card. I've just got it slid in this pocket. This is a card that has like florals, and then it has these like sneaky little hearts tucked in there, and I just thought that was beautiful. So I'm going to trim this down. I think this is probably going to take me to about 3x3. If I trim this off, I'm going to measure that out, and so that'll go there with some sort of chipboard or sticker embellishment. Other cards that I've picked out, I want to use the February Stories and Reflections and Memories and Little Bits of Life card to do some journaling. And then Loving These Things and the I Love You More Than Anything card. This is going to be photos of my husband and my dog on a hike that they did in February together. And so just journaling about that a little bit. And then my last page is going to be a full-size photo that I've done some digital journaling on, which you can see back here. I just did my journaling in Photoshop before I printed my photo. And then I'm going to cut this card down. So this quote card says, "I found it is the small everyday deeds of ordinary folk that keep the darkness at bay, small acts of kindness and love." So that's what I've done so far. The other thing that I've done is cut down these 3x3. These are just plain white cardstock cards that I've cut down myself. And I'm going to use them for my journaling, and I want to use this card here that says a little story about life. This stamp that says a little story about life. So I'm going to sort of stamp that out on my journaling cards that are going to go on this page to sort of utilize the stamp. So, and then do my journaling on there. So I'm going to go off camera real quick and cut down all of my photos and cards that need to be cut down in size, and I will return. All right, so the next step I'm going to do is to round this page out, is to do my stamping on my cards here for my journaling that are going to hold my journaling.
All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm using 3 different colors of ink, and I'm using my Stampin' Up! Ink pads for this, and an Allie Edwards ink pad. And so I'm using like a medium pink, a dark green, and a red that I pulled from that bottom floral card. And I'm just stamping out the stamp, and then decided to do a little bit of generational stamping where I'm stamping off on the page. And then I decide that I want to go ahead and start looking at how I'm going to embellish this page. And so those wood veneer hearts are up for consideration. I really want to use up that sticker sheet as much as possible. So I decide to go with the heart stickers, the paper stickers that were included in the Stories by the Month kit. And then I stamp out another stamp at the bottom that says the story continues. On my full 9x12 page, I cut out that journaling card to make it sort of like a bubble blurb at the bottom of the photo, and then added a bit of chipboard that says this day. And I liked that little banner shape there. I left space for that when I did my journaling on there. And then decided to add one of the little love teal stickers that was from the paper hearts. Finishing that page up, that one is done, and so right into the page protector it goes. I love, love, love using the big giant 9x12 photos. And then for the 6x12 insert, I'm trying to figure out, do I want to do a little bit more journaling about that specific story, and considering doing more a monthly overview journaling at the top on that top 4x6 card, or do I go with something more filler cardy? I decide I'm going to come back to it at the end because I just couldn't decide which direction I wanted to go in. Then for this page, my photos, I'm already set on what's going on here. So I just trim this photo up a little bit and this is done.
All right, I am back. I've got all my journaling finished. My pen smeared a little bit on some of these cards, which is annoying, but I'm not gonna stress too much about it. That's just a little one, but you can see that one smeared a bunch when I went to slide it into the pocket a little too soon. So I'm gonna leave those out for another minute, just to dry a little bit more. But I decided to do journaling here on the card that was here, or put a journaling card in here to tell a little bit more about this story, since I did do sort of just general February stuff here. Got all my journaling done on the 3x3 cards, and of course my 9x12 is all done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck this bad boy in, my Baby Yoda meme, tuck that into that pocket there so that comes out as a pullout. And I'm going to think about how else I want to embellish this. I left this card out because I would love to put some sort of chipboard or a sticker on here. I could do one of these guys. I could do a This Life, like a Love This Life. I like that. Because it's not pink or red. And that stands out really cute. My card's trimmed just a little small, but that's okay. For the rest of these, I'm thinking about maybe some of these heart stickers to use them up.
So as I said earlier, I really wanted to use up as many of those paper heart stickers as possible because I'm not sure, they just kind of go with the kit and that's great. So I'm adding them to each of my photos on this page, and what I'm thinking about as I'm doing this is trying to balance color and sentiments, make sure the sentiments make sense with the photo, and then just balancing color and figuring out where on the photo makes the most sense to put the sticker. And then I hop over to my insert, and I really wanted that chipboard, that banner, to go the opposite direction because I think it says this month, and it would have been really perfect to sort of go in that upper corner. But I ended up going up with the yellow piece in there that says, I think, Hello February. And then adding a little bit of chipboard, or actually I ended up adding a paper sticker to that as well. Some of the chipboard was a little bit more lovey-dovey than what my stories were this month, or what my photos were, so I just used the ones that made sense, and I'll save the rest. They'll go in my stash. I'll use them for something else. And then on the back, again, going with a little bit of chipboard, and I think that's the Love You chipboard, I think is what it says, or just this. I can't really see. And so just really happy. I like sort of repeated embellishments and simple embellishments that just help highlight my story.
All right, so that is February. It's gonna go right in my album, so we can add that in and I can show you what it looks like. So there's our title page, January pages. Come on, turn the page. And then this page will finish off January and open up February. And our 6x12 insert. I'm gonna add an Avery index tab to it, but I'm gonna just do that off camera, so you may see that when I do the photos, just because it's a smaller insert. And then 9x12 to finish it off. So March will start with a giant 9x12 photo or collage or something. These are things that I've put in here. My 40th birthday is in March. Actually, today, the day that I'm recording this video, is my 40th birthday. My plans have changed a lot since we're now on sort of stay-at-home orders due to the coronavirus situation. So the parties and celebrations that I thought I was going to be having are not happening. And so these are things from the Celebrate kit that I wanted to use and thought would be great for my birthday. I still think they're great for my birthday. I think just the lens through which I'm going to tell those stories is going to be slightly different. So I put them in my albums to remember when I go to do March that I wanted to use those. All right, so here's another look at February in my album. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps our channels a lot as content creators and YouTubers. If you are not already subscribed, please consider subscribing to my channel so you don't miss a minute of scrappy goodness. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.